I've been using ChatGPT for a while now, and I wanted to see how much I could push it. So I decided to tell it to make a game in Python completely by itself with no outside help. So this is what I asked ChatGPT. So I asked it to write me a basic game engine in Python that could handle basic sprites, gravity, and physics. And this is what it came up with. But if you look up here, it is using Pygame, which does make it a lot easier for ChatGPT to come up with this. So I asked it to do this without using Pygame, and it created this, which is longer, but it is also a more custom version of it, because it doesn't use any already made libraries for actual game development. And so this was running it in the console. So I asked it to run it inside a window, and it came up with this. And then I asked it for a game to implement using this engine, and it created Asteroids. So this is the code here. So this was an error that was coming up, and it did take it some time to debug, because it was fixing stuff on the wrong line. So then told it that the error was on line 34 instead of another line that it thought it was on, and it still wasn't really able to figure it out. So I had to give it a little bit more help, and after a while it did figure it out. And then I asked it to add collisions, and it wasn't working. So I asked it to do it again, and then it did work after a while. Then I asked it to add a gun to the spaceship so that it could actually destroy the asteroids. And of course it didn't work on the first try, so I had to ask it to fix it. And then it was shooting it in the wrong direction, so I asked it to fix that. And after that, it did cause another bug, which was the movement of the spaceship wasn't working anymore. So after it fixed that, the asteroid stopped moving and the spaceship wasn't rotating anymore, and the collisions with the bullets weren't working. So it didn't fix the bug, it caused two more. And I told it that maybe it needed to have a rotate call to get it to work. And after that, it still wasn't working, gave another error. And another error. And another error. And guess what? Another error. Still the same error. Then I just told it to remove the rotation, because I could see that it wasn't really gonna get anywhere, and it wasn't really able to debug this. So after that, it changed the code, and the code wasn't working anymore. So I told it to go back to the code before I added the rotation. And it caused other errors. And another error. And then other error. And another error. After that, I asked it to make the asteroid spawn at random locations. Then I asked it to add a game over and win screen. Then I asked it to show me the whole code, because it was only showing me a part anyway. And obviously that part wasn't working, so I just told it to go back. to what it was before. So yeah, it takes 5 minutes to write the code and 5 hours to debug it. So not the greatest idea to make a game using ChatGPT. Okay, so this is the game here. So here it is importing some libraries and creating a spaceship class, which is basically just a triangle. And then it's adding some controls like move left, move right, move up, move down, and then fire to shoot bullets. Then of course update to get the position to move, and then to update the bullets and to get the coordinates of the spaceship. Then I made a bullet class to, of course, define what the bullet was, of course update the bullet and destroy the bullet. Then define some dimensions for the window, and this is the actual game loop here. So here it creates a Kinter window and gives it a title and creates a canvas. Then it creates the spaceship. It makes an empty list for the asteroids. Then it creates 10 random asteroids. This is the collision checking for asteroids and bullets. Needs to update the game. So like update the spaceship movement, the bullet movement, the asteroid movement, collisions and stuff. Then it'll check for collisions and it'll update the game. Then that's the main loop, and then it will run the game loop. Okay, so let's run the game. So as you can see, I can move the spaceship around. And if I click the spacebar, I can shoot and destroy the asteroids. And I died. And yeah, so if you hit an asteroid, then it's game over. It'll print game over. And yeah, that's the game basically. Okay, now I'm gonna try to complete the game without dying. Yeah, no, I'm just really bad at game. Okay, this is it, okay? Bro, the asteroids move too fast. Okay, but like, okay, now I'll make it now. Oh yeah, by the way, you can also like go through the walls. Yes. Okay. I have completed the game now. Thank you for making it this far in the video. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.